Residential sales comparison and income approaches, page 76, has not been considered for that particular assignment, as T-adjustment data for common differences can become pan-Q acceptable. The appraiser's stored data and is often categorized for POS developing a retrospective V application in future assignments. Stored historic data can, or in an appraisal review assignment where the REVI, be useful when the appraiser is opinion. Appraiser is forming his own value conclusion as of the effectee date in the original assignment or an effective date in the past. The appraiser, however, must monitor and check the data for marked changes that have taken place, which might indicate if the data is still indicative of a typical market reaction in a current assignment. Identifying adjustments for specific elements. Most adjustments for use in the sales comparison approach can be identified through one or more of the quantitative techniques. There will be some occasions, however, when the appraiser recognizes that a difference would be recognized in dollars by the market, but cannot with any degree of confidence identify what the specific adjustment should be. When the amount of an adjustment cannot be clearly supported, an adjustment simply should not be made, as doing so could produce misleading results. However, in such cases, the appraiser should not dismiss the need to address the element, but rather consider using qualitative techniques to address the difference. Now, we are ready to take a more specific look into each of the primary elements of comparison and illustrate by example how an adjustment can be identified and supported. Although no course can cover every scenario that an appraiser might encounter in a residential assignment, we will discuss some common application examples. Propay property rights conveyed. The property rights conveyed in the comparable should always be the same as that of the subject property. For example, if the subject's fee simple interest is being valued, the comparable transactions must also represent a fee simple interest. If a partial interest is the subject of an appraisal assignment, the comparable data should reflect the same interest. As was expressed earlier, the property rights conveyed in most comparable data is initially selected, selecting comparables that residential appraisal assignments are considered when they match the same property interest as the subject. In most common residential appraisal assignments, sufficient comparable data is usually available where the property rights conveyed are not atypical or different from that of the subject.